the Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will put total weather and we'll get started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So West Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time.
There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UCF Knights offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Jackson will throw. Unloads it downfield. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Knights will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receivers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds a tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing to the right, complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's White. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They punctuate the chance for the trip to the end zone.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good balance. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got room to work. It's a running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Knights want to move quickly. Jackson will throw. He's got him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Looking deep. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's White. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. leaves it with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And that is the beautiful thing about zone coverage. Everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, and they're supposed to break on the football. They see the slant, they break on it, get a hand on it. Nice job by this defense with vision on the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Knights! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quickly complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! Makes the catch. It's Vaughn. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Caught near the sticks. It's White. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Fires to the middle. This time it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff the unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is... And he loses
That's out.
the ball deep in his own end.
Ooh,
Grab by the kicking team.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Jackson gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Knights send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Grab near the marker. It's White. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Looking for a deep man. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up with big plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Gallagher. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Back's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops down. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball is going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
Touchdown, West Virginia. Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 14 to USC. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read.
Knew you was doing that shit. Let's fucking go.
On top of it and prevents a turnover. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Knights line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. With the catch, it's Gallagher. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Let's go. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They just keep firing. Got a man, it's Hamilton.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And his slip's just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Starting to feel a little pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Jackson will throw. Nice move there. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Spread behind the line. It's Burt. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lofts one high indeed.
Be on that. Be on
they
that.
certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take another shot here.
He's back. Let's go, young boy, freshman. That's why I put you out there.
And as a defensive
That's
lineman,
my freshman.
game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Let's
nice job by this D.
Get some cards, clean, fresh. Get your first real quick. Freshman coverage special.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Got a man, it's Hubbard. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to lead them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green line. Go for it.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles. You just got to
always overthrow this nigga.
But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire.
Oh,
in the middle. It's Burton. Good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Jackson gonna throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays.
Yeah.
It's picked off and another empty drive.
You fucking
Stop, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
We should have been that early. That's the throw I'm talking about, really.
Is on. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Make the throw.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
First drive, 120.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. He's at the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Running behind that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Fires to the big fella. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate